Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about astigmatism. I've been seeing a ton of tabloid conjecture, we'll put it, and anecdotal arguments at best. I just wanted to share my experience. I've been professionally teaching since 2013, and I've been shooting a red dot in one form or another, more specifically rifle, since about 2014, and I've been shooting red dot on handguns since 2017. I've seen all these arguments and everything, what are they saying? This specific red dot from this manufacturer, it causes like starburst, and I choose LVPOs and EOTech because the EOTech has a different projecting technology. It's holographic, so I'm able to see the dot or whatever, the donut of death, whatever, a lot crisper, or with the LVPOs, which is I'm able to an etched reticle on the LVPO, I'm able to see a lot better, and I'll explain why I'm laughing in a minute. Red dots, if you have astigmatism, you just shouldn't shoot red dots. Bullshit. I have been suffering I'm 31 years old. I've been suffering from astigmatism since I was 15. So for 16 years, I've been having to deal with this fucking bullshit. And I shoot red dots, and I shoot really well, if I do say so myself. So what's the catch then? It's different for everybody. And that is the main thing that you have to understand. Astigmatism is different for everyone. So people who talk about astigmatism and don't mention that, I have a hard time paying attention to, because they are putting a blanket statement about a particular manufacturer or a particular optic or whatever, when they literally have a sample size of 2. Because I don't know about you guys, but I can't USB plug into someone else's brain to see what the fuck their eyes are seeing. I'm sure that technology is coming, and the day that does happen, we'll all shoot red dots a lot better, I'm sure. Why am I bringing this up? Because I've been seeing that. This conjecture, this blanket statement, more specifically, this is why I don't shoot holosun, because they, every dot that I've ever looked through, there's blah, 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 like their LED technology, blah, blah, it's always blurry, and this is why I shoot LVPOs, and why I shoot EOTech only. Or iron sights, which this one particular person was saying, this is why I advocate for iron sights. I'm just like, dude, you're spreading bad information. And I've seen other people, over the last 10 years say similar things. I'm like, I've never said anything. I have astigmatism in my left eye and my right eye. It's much worse in my left eye than it is my right eye, thankfully. I am ambidextrous in my eye dominance. I'm one of those weirdos. And thankfully, I'm right-handed, so I primarily shoot with my right eye. So the suffering is not as bad, but I'm still suffering. And so I wanted to show you guys what the dot looks like to me. And again, this is one man's singular opinion and my particular eyesight. It's obviously different for every single human being on the planet. So we have a typical representation of a red dot, right? Okay. So that would be ideal, right? Where I have a very crisp circular dot in the center of the window. What it looks like for me, however, is something like this. And this is on a 2 MOA, because I shoot holosun, so 2 MOA optic. That's what that shit looks like to me. Then when I'm dot focused and not doing the correct thing by being target focused, it's even worse. It looks like this. It gets even bigger. It grows. Little less than ideal, Um, and it's different from manufacturer. It's different from optic to optic within the same manufacturer. It's different from the same, like for example, the 509T. I have the most. The one red dot that I have the most of is the 509T, and I've got it on like 5 or 6 guns, and it's different from emitter to emitter because all of my 509Ts don't look the same. My aim point, specifically this T1 that I had, looked like this. It was a slash with multiple dots inside of it. So it's going to look different for every single person. You can't go out and say like one brand is better than the other because their emitters are worse or better. It's just not true. You know, there are some cheap brands out there that have really shitty optics. I'll say that. They're, as far as like the more well-known brands like Trigicon, Holosun, Aimpoint, Loophole, you know, among them, their emitters are pretty freaking good, okay? Their glass is usually pretty good, all right? Can't argue with all of that. The one variable that changes the most is the Indian, not the arrow. So to say that one brand is clearer or, you know, avoid different optics because just strictly based off of how they look, not other things, right, is ridiculous because it's going to look different for everyone. What do we do? I've spoken to a number of people who have astigmatism and they've been like, what do I do? And and I tell them, you have to look for yourself. You've got to go to a gun shop, tell them what's going on with you. Like, hey man, like I've got an astigmatism and I'm trying to pick a red dot. And do you mind if I pull multiple out of different boxes, different brands, different things, whatever, and check them out and see what they look like to my eyes? And I'm pretty sure that person will be like, sure, yeah. Or, you know, go to a different gun shop if they can't accommodate you, you know, to see what a product looks like. I mean, I figure you're going to spend money with this gun shop, they'll let you do it, right? And if you already have a red dot, I took this from somebody. I think I saw this on a forum or one of the alumni groups to one of the many instructors that we've had out. But I got this from somebody somewhere. I took a red dot off of one of my guns and I brought it to the optometrist. And that being a huge step in helping your vision and astigmatism, you should be seeing an optometrist. Go see an eye doctor to possibly get glasses. That might help you in your shooting. You'd think. So, either get glasses or get contacts, and that's gonna help you a lot. Especially if you have astigmatism. So, yeah, go do that. But what I did, because my experience with astigmatism for the last 15 years is that it progressively got worse. The last time that I went to get these glasses, I just took a red dot off of one of my handguns and I brought it with me. And I told the lady there, I was like, look, I'm a competitive shooter. I own a firearms training company. I teach pistol shooting and rifle shooting, and I use these electronic sight systems. And I would, if you wouldn't mind or whatever, I brought one with me and would like to, you know, do the you know, number one or number two, you know, like what's better, this or that. I would like to do that while holding up one of these things in front of me. And the lady was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Like, that's important to you to be able to see this, by all means. And I did my my checkup with the red dot, and it actually helped a lot. But unfortunately, my eyes, as I get older, are getting a little bit worse, and so they're now starting to look like that image that I showed you guys earlier again. Like, not so much like a perfect circle, but they're like just starting to like leach out onto each other. And going back to it being different from dot to dot, all of my 509Ts have I'll take that back. My eyeballs, when I look through all of the 509Ts that I have, they look similar to that image that I showed you guys. I had an EPS that looked very similar. Then all of a sudden, that one day at the Hollow Sun factory, that piece of glass, that front glass, that back glass, and the emitter glass, whatever, that they chose, and that one emitter that they put into this one particular EPS that I got is perfect for my eyes. So I do possess a red dot that, to my shitty eyeballs, looks perfect like that, where it's just that crisp, crystal clear 2 MOA dot. I have no idea whatever the deal is. It's not to say that, oh my god, the EPS is the best optic in the world. It is pretty good. But that day, that front glass, that back glass, that emitter, everything lined up in the stars to work perfectly for Ethan's shitty little eyeballs. I don't know. But I do have one that whenever I'm like, oh man, and it's a perfect crisp dot. The other thing that you have to consider is color. Red might be a lot worse than green. Personally, I have not spent enough time on green to be able to give a valid opinion. In the flash sight pictures that I have taken by picking up either students' guns or at trade shows looking at different green optics, for some reason I don't really like it that much, but I'm going to get a green optic and spend a significant amount of time on it to be able to have a worthwhile opinion on green. But other people say that when they switch from green to red, and or from red to green, vice versa, that they have an easier time shooting the guns, or being able to see the dot, or being target focused, and they're able to present it and they're able to catch it a lot easier, or that it's more crisp. I don't know. Everybody's eyeballs are different, and you have to find that shit out for yourself. So then the thing with fucking LVPOs, why that cracks me the fuck up is because anyone who tells you, oh, you've got astigmatism, no, you've got to leave red dots behind, or you can only shoot LVPOs or something like that. The reason why it's clear, why the etched reticle is clear, you could say well, it's an etched reticle is a lot better because it doesn't have an LED that is trying to project an image onto front glass or whatever, so it's etched onto the glass, so it's going to be a lot more clear. Okay, yeah, sure, but the reason that you're able to shoot LVPOs easier or see LVPOs a lot more crystal clear, it's because you have to change the diopter settings on the back of the glass to put it into focus. So you're dialing in the glass to be able to work with your shitty eyeball. Of course it's gonna work, Oh my god. So just the arguments that people bring up sometimes are just out of this world. But if you're against getting glasses and you're against getting contacts and you have astigmatism, then I don't really know what to fucking tell you. Then other than, yeah, you should probably shoot an LVPO, because it's gonna force you to have to be to adjust to your eyesight so that you're able to see clearly. It basically, what that's doing, the diopter settings, when you dial them up or down to be able to see. Same thing with like a set of binoculars, whatever, any kind of magnified optical device where you have to adjust the settings or the dial that's closest to your eye. Same thing with night vision. That is compensating for your, like, the blurriness or the astigmatism in your eye. So yeah, if you refuse to get glasses or contacts, then yes, I suggest getting an LVPO, because then it's forcing you to look through something that has been adjusted for your shitty eyeballs. Yeah, with that said, guys, please go see an optometrist if you have astigmatism. Get glasses or contacts, or LASIK, if you can afford to do that, so that you're able to see what the fuck you're shooting at. And I hope that this was informative and entertaining and such. If you have any questions about astigmatism, or you're not sure about something or whatever, be more than happy to talk to you guys. So hit us up. You can hit me up, at Ethan_RW, Ethan F_RW, or just the Ravenwing page. One of us will answer, or YouTube, anywhere that you're seeing this. Yeah, if you guys need help, come talk to us. But anyway, thank you guys for attending my TED Talk, and I'll see you guys out on the range. Thanks.